I just wanted to give you an idea of what kind of heat, when, starting to fall. The fall is like things are falling, leaves. And this is how we heat our home. It's like a ranch, like ranch dressing. K1 is also known as kerosene. And this is how I fill it. I fill it with two containers of kerosene. So what we do is we go to local gas stations. Some of them have kerosene. Not all of the stations do, but not all of the stations have diesel. A lot of times they'll have diesel and kerosene, which is fine. And we go and we fill up our little tanks like you would fill up your gas containers for mowing the lawn with regular gasoline, but we do kerosene and we just fill those tanks up. Okay, now that I have the fuel, I'm going to open up my tank in an unconventional way because the other spout is not accessible right now. I've taken my tank and I've tilted it at an angle so that I could get the most out of every drop, which is probably not a smart idea, but whatever, take that off. And then we do this, which is a little tricky. Once you get the hang of it, so I gotta put it in here, and then twist it around. Kaboom. And then that'll drain in there, and then I'll go to the next one. And here's the heater here. And this is the lift pump, which brings the fuel up. And I'll turn that on. Oops. Might have enough fuel in there now. Okay. I'll get this going. Goes through a couple cycles, but this is all the lift pump uses electricity, that uses electricity. The cost for fuel for the two 5-gallon tanks was about let's say $25. So that's $25 a week for fuel. And the electricity, whatever that costs, and that's it. And then it heats up the whole house, except for the basement, which I live in the basement, so who cares? Okay, so now the heater should be going good. There it is, see? And this just sits in the corner here of the house and just heats up the whole house. Okay, so that's pretty much it in terms of fuel. It would be nice if we didn't have to use fossil fuels. I know, but you know what? The fact is that if they come up with alternatives to fossil fuels, the working poor, the working class, and the poor will have to be using fossil fuels 50 to 100 years after the rest of the fancy folks are using non-fossil fuels. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. And unfortunately, it should go bottom up, but it doesn't. It goes top down. Ironically enough, trickle-down environmentalism is a thing.